Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday. I hope you are all doing well. What's on the agenda today? I would like to do some building, um, working on the Schwarzette here, the Gundam Schwarzette, which I bought last year, and I worked on it just a little bit, but then I basically decided to do something else, which happens. It does happen from time to time, so I barely started it, and I kind of just ended up putting it in this little case. This is all I've done for it. The arms... it's like the arm, the head, torso, like 1 foot. Very random, actually, so yeah, how about we work on this a bit more today and see where that takes us. Yeah, I just felt like doing something a little different because I've been working on... Oh, what's this? Yakuza? The Red Beret stuff, which I can show you in a bit. But I figured let's try and do something a little different today, so that's why we are here. So this is the right arm. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Left arm. Yes, we are working on the left arm, so let's get that going. Yeah. I kind of felt like it was time. It was time to get into this. Why not? Quite like this Schwarzette. Storm? Cool. Yeah, it seems really interesting. And I think it's from the same, like in the fiction of the show, it's from the same manufacturer as the Delanza, I think. Okay, let's get those parts. Spade, how's it going, Spade? Yeah, we're doing pretty good today. You know what? I feel a little off, honestly. I think my allergies are kicking in, and it's kind of affecting my breathing. Pro tip: you need to breathe to survive. So, and for proper brain functioning, maybe that's it. I feel like my brain is like sluggish today. It's 'cause, like, well, anyways, we'll kind of we'll figure it out. And if it gets too bothersome, we might have to have a shorter stream today, but let's hope as we go along we can manage. The Vicks, get the Vicks. Yes, I actually do have some Vicks, honestly. What I need is Tiger Balm. Need some of that Tiger Balm. Yeah, I still have memories of like my grandmother, my Lola, using Vicks, and like pretty much putting it inside her nose. Like, she got right up in there, which is, I don't know, like, looking back, try to think, did grandma have a Vicks addiction? Gnarly, have a Calibarn sing in the backlog. Yeah, I did have a Calibarn, but I traded it to my brother for 2 kits. The little 30-minute missions egg guy, which Chuk has, actually. And what else? And the gun tank. Did I finish Astrobot? I did indeed, actually. Just yesterday, and it was fantastic. It's a great game. I would recommend it. I would definitely recommend it for folks that have a PlayStation 5. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. It's just really well made. When people say like, oh, it's Nintendo quality, it's Mario quality, that can seem like very, like, you know, exaggerated. Like, okay, that seems like an exaggeration, buddy. But honestly, it is. The thing about Nintendo quality games is that they're just really well made. They have a polish to them. that comes right down to like everything from the music to the controls to the act of pressing a button to jump, to the layout of the stages and how the stages then kind of progressively build upon one another to create more and more complex stages as you go along. Like everything just sings perfectly in like a well-made Nintendo platformer. And I would say that Astrobot is probably like one of the few games that aren't from Nintendo that approach that really kind of nail it, and it's really, really neat. It's really cool to see. Okay, we gotta clean up this more. I have these little cute Doraemon water slides and they'd be perfect. Shoulder shields. It's a little less engaging than doing custom. Got them off eBay. Was digging deep for all sorts of Itasha style decals. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. That would be very cool to see. Alright. It's from here. Plastic. Oh shit. Well, that's pretty sweet, dude. Love EPO music. Simulation. First-person open-world exploration and factory building. Wow. Okay, I think I'm thinking of something different then, because I didn't realize it was first-person. That's cool. So wait, it's 1.0, so that means that it was in early access this whole time? Mr. Epo! Mr. Epo, how have you been? Whenever I hear Mr. Epo, I think of saying it in a Hobbit kind of way. You're Cowboy Bebop in that game? What? Gundam, I don't know the name, but you essentially build stuff. The stuff gives you money. You use the money to build bigger stuff, which gets you more money. Rinse and repeat. There's a dude on YouTube, I can't remember his name, but his sole purpose is to try and break Satisfactory. Sole purpose. Optimizing your output to complete objectives that your company needs. It's been in early access. Yeah, it seems like it's been in early access for a while. So I feel like I've heard about it for a decent little while. What's going on here? That's not correct. Here we go. Let's game it out. Ah, interesting. Let's game it out. Slightly broken, unpainted Screaming Bell. Shit, you got some fire models, dude. Screaming Bell? Shit. I feel like Skaven models stand the test of time. Obviously, there's newer models, they look a lot better, but the old ones still look good. The old ones are still on point, because at the end of the day, they're just rat people. And sometimes there's big ones, sometimes there's small ones. Sometimes they're ninjas, sometimes they're ogres, but it all looks good, in my opinion, compared to something like, I don't know, like Space Marines, for example, even though that's 40k, where the designs of the Space Marines have changed over the years, and now some look older, look a little dated. Oh, no worries about spelling. I'm a notoriously poor speller when I'm in chat. Sometimes I blame my crappy screen on my iPad, but honestly, I try and type really fast, almost as if we're like having a conversation, and that means that I spell bad. Sold a lot around Age of Sigmar, yeah. And now the old world is back. I don't know, I feel like the Age of Sigmar setting is okay. and the old world setting is what I grew up on and it's what I'm more used to. But at the same time, it's still not the same as how I remember it. But maybe that's just because you can't go back. Gundam models are... There's a canon you can get in Satisfactory that works as a pass-through, like it doesn't launch you till you pass through it. Okay. Anyways, Let's Game It Out puts like 20 of those in a consecutive row and went through it. Oh, did the game break? It didn't go well? Or did he like launch into space or something? Three nice models buried in dirt. Is that what it's like in the UK? You just like can find Warhammer stuff buried in the dirt. It's just life in the UK. Vanilla indie developers sent Let's Game It Out keys of their games, and he breaks them so hard. It's kind of like a service in a way, I guess. You know, like if you can break their game and find an exploit, then they can address it before it launches. It's a little advertisement. No, I've never actually heard of this channel though. That's cool. I have to give it a look-see. Sold all my lizardmen. Carnosaur, precious Carnosaur, can't sell it. The metal one? Sorry, I think I keep on asking that. I think there's a metal and a plastic one. There's been like 2 plastic ones now at this point. Obviously, with the release of Space Marine 2, a lot of Warhammer stuff has been part of the conversation, at least in this household, between me and my brother. Shouts to Night Trap. And yeah, he does have some Warhammer stuff that he bought not too long ago. That he'll probably, maybe this playing the game will inspire him to get around to painting it. Yeah, so this is Tohu Bossa Nova, and I found that there was a bunch of Bossa Nova albums of Tohu. So I'm not even really like 100% familiar with this whole thing, but it's like this Japanese. Where's Bacon? I feel like he can explain this better. It's like a fan-made brand. It's a fan-made IP that anyone can kind of get involved with and make stuff for it. I don't know. I'm probably botching this whole thing. It's probably all wrong. But it's interesting, and I'm digging the Bossa Nova part of it. I haven't played any Tohu games. I might not ever play any Tohu games. Yeah, I think Tohu is like a bunch of different games. They can be shooters, they can be fighters, they can be like visual novels and shit, I think. A thunk? Paging Bacon-san. Bacon actually has like a different schedule lately, I believe. So last time when I was streaming, I was just about to sign off, and then he's like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" It's like, "Yo, what's up, Bacon? Anyways, catch you later. Bye-bye." See ya. He's like, "I just got here." I did start a little earlier today. And we'll try and go on for a little longer, but we shall see. I think my previous stream was a little shorter than normal, so that's why I feel a responsibility. No, not a responsibility. I feel like I want to stream for a little longer today, but we'll kind of see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, we can, I can show you all the progress on the grimoire. It's not like I did too much since the last time I streamed. I did do a bit of extra scribing. But yeah. Is that clean enough? I'm trying to think of, like, what do I want to call it? A model to paint that can be a quick turnover in the same way that the gun tank was a fairly quick turnover. I'm trying to go through my collection and see what I could do. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That gun tank project was just about 1 week or 2 weeks. I would love to get another model kit done in a frickin' week. That was sick. I need to go back. I want to go back to those times. Alright. Checked it into Discord under painting. I will take a look in a minute. Thank you for that. Let's get a quick cleanup. Pokemon models, yeah, that's true. Pokemon are very quick. I need to get Squirtle. I think that they have a Squirtle model out now, and Psyduck is coming out soon. Definitely want Psyduck. That'll be fun. Bulbasaur, yeah, Bulbasaur's maybe like a week and then another week for a week to paint and then another week for the base or something like that. That is true. 12 plus years old. The Carnosaur. Shit. I still think it's hilarious that the current, to this day, the current warp spider models for the Eldar are about 30 years old. The model that is still like the one that is current is actually incredibly old. And they're so cool. That's the thing, is that warp spiders are so cool, and yet they have not updated the model for years and years and years. Alright, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Do I have... Gotta get this Discord going. Painting. Ooh, nice. Do you have the rest of it? Like the guy that goes on top and everything? It's looking good. Oh, there's Gnarly's Itasha decals. Very cool, very cool. Alright. Yeah, there's a lot of models like that that are just the fact that you've been playing it, Bacon. Where can I buy it? Where can I buy it? And, on a related note, Genshin Impact is getting a McDonald's tie-in. It's like Genshin Impact nuggets or Genshin Impact fries or some shit like that. Gnarly, almost everyone on my team got let go and a new batch are in. And I have to train 2 people and they both took lunch before the typical lunch rush time? What the hell is going on? Oh my god, that does not sound good, Gnarly. I mean, best of luck to you. That sounds mad stressful. What the hell? Sounds like bullshit. It's time to watch that. It's time to queue up that Daigo Umehara life advice video clip right now. Yeah, it was good. It was a good little bit of advice. Honestly, I had already heard that the first book that he wrote was almost like a self-help book, and now I'm thinking he might just lean into that. And the next book is like, it's not the will to keep winning, but like the will to keep living or something. I'm pretty sure that's going to be his next book. Been assigned and dealt with 23 tickets in the past hour. Good lord, Gnarly. Good luck. Genshin McNuggets. Can I get some of them Genshin McNuggets, please? With a side order of Honkai burgers and a Zansless Zone Zero Coke. Oh man. Okay, this goes on the underside. Seems a little awkward, but we're just following the instructions. Guys got Honkai sauce. Uh-oh, we got a Honkai sauce addict. Okay, I think this is correct. KFC collab. Oh, really? They did? But was that in Canada? Because I don't think the Honkai thing is going to be in Canada. Could be wrong. But I just don't want to get your guys' hopes up. Daigovid will articulated. Yeah, shout out to Daigo. Another content creator that needs my shoutouts. Definitely needs my help. Do the Honkai stream. Yeah, you still might be waiting for that. I don't know. 1,000 follower event Honkai Impact stream. Stay tuned. There we go. Is this right? Yes. Then it attaches to the backpack. Ooh, can see some nubbage. Say no to nubs. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Fields of Mystery of waifus. I mean, did you see the waifus? I actually haven't played in a few days because I've seen a lot of the content. Not sure if I've seen that video. Oh, and Mark Cerny, who is the architect of the PlayStation hardware ever since PS4, including the Vita, including PSTV. Mark Cerny was the designer for Knack, if I'm not mistaken. If he wasn't the director, he was at least like very much involved with the design of Knack, which I find incredibly humorous because, I mean, he's a hardware guy nowadays, but he's been a game developer for a long, long time, going all the way back to Nintendo and pre-Nintendo days, including Marble Madness, most famously. And he's like, you go from Marble Madness to the chief architect of like video game consoles to making Knack. And somewhere in between is Knack. It is funny how they were like, what if we made Better Particle Sims a cool game? Yeah, it's like, yo, check out the technology. We can have all these look at the time to triangle. Look at all these things that we're rendering. Look at all these triangles. Let's make our character a bunch of triangles. A bunch of floating shapes. Isn't he lovable? Can't we? Oh, we can't actually make merchandise out of this, which is a huge component of like making lovable mascot characters. Oh, we can't market a bunch of floating triangles? Damn. That's how you know Mark Cerny is a hardware guy. You actually played it? Yeah, I played Knack 1. Not Knack 2 though. I would assume that Knack 2 is a better game overall. I mean, they made 2. That says something at least. Like, it must have sold decently well, seeing as how they made a second one. But if you guys want to get even more obscure, there was a legitimately good PlayStation 3 game that almost no one talks about called Puppeteer. And Puppeteer was like a character mascot platformer game that was kind of built around the 3D the 3D technology. You guys might recall that around that time, Sony was pushing 3D TVs and 3D televisions and all of that jazz. And so yeah, this game was kind of leaning into that tech. And it was actually a really fun game. But no one cared. Whoopsie. What now? Yeah, Puppeteer. Puppeteer. Yeah, I played it. And I think it's pretty much just stuck on PS3 hardware. I don't think it's available digitally in any way, shape, or form. I don't know. But that is one neat thing about Astrobot is that, like, I feel like I know most of these characters. Like, of course there's Kratos, of course there's Nathan Drake and all of that stuff, right? These iconic PlayStation characters. And then there's stuff that is a little bit of a deeper cut. And without spoiling anything, there's characters from the PS2 era, PS1 era. And it's like, oh shoot, that's a deep cut. I know these characters. And then there's some that I'm just like, I don't know who you are. Who are you? What is this game? I think there's literally some guy just called Businessman or something. I'm like, what? Who the heck is this? What we talking about? I had to get yelled at. Oh man, I'm sorry that you're getting yelled at, dude. Sounds like bullshit. But yeah, we're just talking about obscure PlayStation games. That reminds me, if y'all want to hear some really banging tunes, PS1, it should look like something where it comes together, so it kind of closes off. But honestly, I really want to eat, so we're going to skip that little part right now, and we're going to put this little sword here, and we're going to wrap things up very shortly. But yeah, pretty good day, pretty good productive day. Got a decent amount done, and I feel recharged. I feel like I've got my batteries recharged, and I can kind of head back into the Grimoire Red Beret mines. And once again, time for that Scotty B, I know. Meat, it's just meat. What's so iconic about Scotty Barnes? You should make a sandwich that's zesty and fresh and unique and powerful. Yeah, put all the meat on it. I think my sandwich should have all the meat that you have to offer. Just put it all in there. Yeah, so here's the sword. And you can put it in his hand like this. Exciting stuff. Cool. Looking pretty cool. Yeah, nice, really nice style to it. Very simple looking. It's really just two colors, the gray and the white, but very striking. And then you can arrange the shield to go on the back, but I don't feel like doing that right now. But let's take a picture. Let's take a look at how that would look like on when it's finished. And I do need to get a shield. Sorry, a display base. I do need to get that going.